Hello lovelies, another recipe that I'm going to share with you. This is something traditional Bosnian. We make it quite a lot when it's the season of peppers. So I'm going to share with you my recipe for stuffed peppers with minced beef and rice. So I have already done a little bit of preparation and I'm going to show you what you need for it. And it's fairly simple, quick, but lovely dish, dinner or lunch, whatever you like. So let's have a go. As you can see, here is my mise en place. I have already cleaned and removed the stalks from the peppers. Here we have rice that I washed, minced beef, and some parsley. Please make sure that you take minced beef that it has at least 15% fat or 20%. It's much better. Here we have pureed tomatoes, fresh tomato, grated carrot, pureed onion, and the spices. Paprika, tomato, black pepper, white pepper, all-purpose seasoning, and salt. I'm going to give you all the measurements in the recipe below if you are interested. So everything is ready to go, to be mixed up. And in this dish, I have already put a little bit of oil at the bottom. I have arranged the peppers so I know how many I need for this size. So let's start. First, we are going to add all the ingredients together. So here I have half a kilo of minced beef with parsley. In it goes. Then we are going to add carrots, rice. Rice is not boiled, it's just washed. Then we have 2 tomatoes that I have pureed. I do it this way because when the vegetables are pureed, that gives more moisture and juice to the mixture. Here we have onion. And then we are going to add all our spices. Now I'm going to mix everything nicely, combining it and trying not to spill it. Mixture has to be nicely combined so all the flavors can marinate. This mixture is approximately for, we have something, I think this is a piece of onion that hasn't been pureed. This is roughly for 9 peppers that I have in this tray. Also, talking about the peppers, make sure, if you can get it, to get these yellow peppers because they have the best flavor. Traditionally we use them. So they are not as strong as the red, your classic bell peppers. It's very good for this dish, but if you can't find it, that's also not a problem. Just use any pepper that you have and it will taste also very nice. As you can see, now I have combined everything nicely. And we are going to be ready in a minute to fill it. Some people use it just like this and fill it straight away. I like it when it's cooked already a little bit and then fill the peppers. It gives me a much nicer and better texture when the peppers are done. Once this has been fried a little bit, the meat needs to be cooked basically. We are going to fill the peppers, and you're going to see once we fill them, I'll add a few more bits and then they go in the oven. While we are waiting for that, where I come from, it's a really rich soil and country. We grow basically everything, but we are famous for the cabbage. And all people from all over Bosnia used to come to my town and buy it because it's a certain sort. Unfortunately, not many farmers grow it anymore, but it was really perfect for making a sour cabbage. And that also, in the winter, every house makes their own sour cabbage. You can imagine the smell in a shed. Oh my God, it smells horrible, but it tastes beautiful. So you would always have a combination of shredded cabbage and whole heads of cabbage, and we use them then for different dishes. On top of that, of course, nothing has been bought in the shops. Everything was preserved. So basically we lived by the season. In the summer, what's in season, you would buy it, preserve it, and then you have it in the winter. There were no tomatoes in winter. There were no strawberries in winter. No, you eat just as the seasons are. And I remember my mom every year, you know, she would buy, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 kilograms of peas in a pods. And what do? You sit there for hours and taking peas out of the pods. Or jams. Then you stand on the stove and you mix it and mix it, and so many different things. But that's how it was, and the food was delicious. Everything was so fresh and so it had such a great flavor. Yeah, so in summer peppers are in season, and then there are so many dishes. You can fill peppers with potatoes. You can fill them with meat. Then you can just roast them, remove the skin, and then a little bit of butter and sour cream. And then you have like a nice side dish. Red peppers, roasted with a little bit of garlic, fresh garlic, and olive oil, tiny bit of vinegar, and that's also your little like a salad side dish. Oh, the food was always amazing. So let us carry on with cooking this. This is not going to take long. Let me adjust the camera so you see it better. I have a little bit of tomato that hasn't been minced, but that doesn't matter. Tomato cooks down and it's going to be just okay when it's in the peppers. I need to buy a bigger mincer, if I'm honest with you. For such things, it's really good to have a bigger one where you can chuck everything in and just mince it. As you can see, there is quite a lot of juice, and that is really good because the rice is going to then soak up all these juices and it's going to be delicious. And one thing my grandma always told me when I'm making dishes, never separate salt from sugar. So I'm going to add a tiny bit of sugar in this. This is nearly done. And our mixture is ready for the peppers. I fill it this way, I'm going to take a smaller spoon so it fits the opening of the peppers, so I can fill it nicely. Shake it a little bit so the filling comes right to the bottom. I think I'm going to take another spoon. This is much better. So I will see you in a bit, once I have filled all the peppers. I have finished now filling all my peppers. As it happens, I had too much of the filling, not too much. So I had a little bit more than I anticipated, so use it all up. So I had some bell peppers in the fridge. I'm going to clean one more bell pepper and fill the rest of it. As you can see, the tray is now filled. I am going to add on top of it a tiny bit of oil, so they can roast nicely. Literally a drizzle. And this is the bowl that I have been mixing everything in. In this, I'm going to add some boiling water. Here we go. So all the juices and everything, all the spices that have been left on the side, we are going to scrape. And that is going to give us a nice base, because we need some liquid in this. On top of that, I'm going to add a tiny bit of tomato puree. I'm going to mix it all nicely together. And we are going to put in an oven. I have preheated oven on 180 degrees. I'm going to cover it with a foil for roughly about 25 minutes. And then I'm going to take the foil off and bake it for another 25 minutes until they are nice and golden roasted on the top. I always pierce the foil a little bit so some of the steam comes out, so we don't end up with a lot of liquid. And I'm going to see you when it's done. We are going to taste it together.
Ah, this is better than any telly. I could sit here and just watch it bubble away.
So this is a delight. I wish you can smell my house at the moment. It smells so lovely. I'm going to show you end product. I hope you can see it. Looks beautiful. I love to eat mine with a sour cream. You notice the theme. We eat sour cream with everything. So a little bit of sauce on top of it. Try it. You won't be disappointed. They're so nice and soft. Cream goes in. And some fresh bread. Delicious. I'm going to dig in now. So I will see you next time.